Okay, the next project at hand, and I'm kind of behind on the filming, is I got this pickup bed that's going on this truck because it was relatively rust-free. We bought it in Pennsylvania, shipped it up here. You can see we're doing a little bit of body work to it just to make it really nice, but sanding it down, touching it up, and it's going on our 2011. Because our 2011 is pretty well fried in the bed. The fenders are good up front, but these rear ones are pretty frigged. So we got the bed off. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We got the bed off. We're pulling the bed off right now, and then we're gonna paint the entire truck. Back rack's off, fuel tank's out. That's all right there. And now we got Mr. George on the scene here, going to maneuver this thing off. So back on the project here, we have our 2011 pickup bed and our new used tailgate. That one, the old one, had some pretty big holes in it, so we opted to just replace it. There's the bed. Now it's all sealed, ready for paint. That's gonna be tomorrow. And then clear coat Friday. We'll have to scratch that surface again. Moving on. Up on here on the 2011, we've got it ripped apart big time. I mean, really got everything ripped apart. You got the headlights out, emblems off, mirrors off. The bed was gone. I've been working on painting the frame. Today we worked on getting this mounting out. Where's the rubber? Down there. These are the cab mounting bushings. Putting all of those on because it squeaks. Look at this. This is a mess. We had to pull the rear seat, all the carpet, to be able to get down in there. We had to pull the carpet up in the front to get down in that hole for the front part of the cab. And this is the back part of the cab. We got really lucky up in here. There's one back up in here that you can get from the bottom. This is the one we really pulled apart. There's the other one up in there. We had to pull the inner liner out. Like, man, now we're in here. We got to clean all this crap up. But rusted bolts were spinning. There's the fender liner. Door handles. Weather stripping. It's a mess. So, paint the frame, and then we got to pull the windshield out too. It's kind of crazy, but the windshield, I don't know, you really can't see it. Up, right, barely right there. It's all rusted, bubbling up. So my issue is that the rust is going to get underneath the window. And when it does, it's going to, you know, grow and grow like it does and expand. It's going to pop that window and then break it. So I called the glass company today. They're going to come down this week, tomorrow or Friday. Today's Wednesday, end of the day. They're either coming tomorrow or the next day. They're going to pull the windshield out, try to save it, only 185 bucks, and then reinstall it all in one. If they got to replace the glass, they said it's cheap, like 70 bucks for this vehicle. So if it breaks, it breaks. If it doesn't, well, I don't want to deal with this in the middle of the summer. Let's do the paint job once, do it right, clean it up real good, so we don't have to do this again. So we've got a real mess on our hands. We've really ripped into this thing pretty bad. And on the bright side, that one's almost done. So just packing up for the day, shutting things down, and closing up shop. So we'll keep you going. Back on the 2011 project here, we just got the windshield removed. Look at that rust. Look on the top of the windshield. It's all underneath. This is the inside of the cab. Underneath the headliner. I wonder if that, at this point, we could just pull the headliner, get these off. Now we got the whole damn cab ripped apart. What would that be now? But yeah, a lot of rust, and all it's gonna do is, you know, we only saw this part up here. This is gonna bubble up, cause it to expand later on and pop the windows, so best to get this off here right now. Yeah, we got some rust cleanup to do. Okay, back on the 2011 project. Here's the bed and the tailgate. I don't know if I showed you this yet. This has been really quite the pickle, getting this thing to work properly. So what happened is this gray you're looking at here is called a sealer, and I put that on to make the the backing consistent color, and I put the blue over top of it. Well, this gray kept wrinkling up. I'll put a picture of it right here. It wrinkled up, and then it's not gonna lay right. If you don't fix it at that layer, you're screwed. So I've taken it down. This will be the third time. I put 5 super, super light coats across this thing and finally got it out. Now I just gotta sand out this little edge right there. That was from some tape because I didn't want to make a mess of the whole panel, so I taped it and masked it. And then on this side here, just that top rail. When you look down, you can kind of see it in the right light. Feel that like speckled bullseye looking stuff. Yeah, it was like that, but it was real thick. So I sanded this down this morning and put another coat of this sealer on it. Again, 5 nice, super light coats. Now I'm gonna touch up the blue tomorrow. So now we're putting blue on top of this. This one I'm not gonna sand down the lip because it's right on the body line, which was with intention. That was done. This one I had that whole bottom panel. So I tried to blend that in. So we'll cover it in blue. Clean all this down again. We'll cover it in blue. This right here is all done, with the exception of the clear coat. You can see it right there. See those rough edges? That's what was happening. And you could see it on this tailgate, but there's a big cap that goes on that, so I'm not gonna bother fixing that at this point. Just gonna deal with it. Fuel door. So I got these couple things tomorrow to address. We should be putting clear coat on that tomorrow, hopefully. Over to the truck. We've been ripping into the truck pretty hard. Interior's apart, the windshield, you saw that was removed. We gotta put the seat back in tomorrow. Carpeting, that's back there, it's gotta go back. That carpeting's gotta go back. We've been sanding the fenders and stuff like that. Got some primer on them. Sanding the doors. Gotta clean everything, deep clean. Wiping all the dust off it, looking over it again. The bumper gone. Got the plow frame painted. We pulled these back windows out today as well. A couple bolts, just so we can get inside here with our finger to sand that down. Then we'll mask that off and it'll be nice. Back of the cab. So I would think another 2 hours probably tomorrow on the sanding. So you got a little bit of spot putty down there, filling a couple pinholes. Maybe another 2 hours with the sanding. A good hour of cleaning. Should be masking tomorrow. And we could probably start shooting some prime or sealer stuff and getting that going. So we'll see. But we are moving along. So hopefully we'll have it done this week. As long as the paint doesn't wrinkle like it did on the bed. So let's get after it. Okay, it's Wednesday, about 11 o'clock. Actually, about lunchtime, don't you see? And we got the blue on. We're gonna do one more coat of this base coat blue. It looks purple right now, but once that clear hits it, it'll shine it right up. So right now that bed is blue, the tailgate's blue, the truck is now gonna be blue. That's ready for clear coat. This is not ready for clear coat. It has to cure up for a little bit before we can shoot that on there. We got all that done. So, let's pop off. Looks like she did. So we're gonna do one more coat of base blue on it just to really make sure the color is consistent, because it'll pop if you do anything without the primer underneath, or 2 different colored primers. You're gonna see it, different shades of blue. So I think we got it pretty consistent. It did wrinkle a little bit, but it's kind of worked its way out. I've had to really, really dust this. I mean, this is the 5th coat that we've put on this truck. I've never had a truck cause this many problems with the wrinkling. The bed, the tailgate, the truck, not as bad, but my God, the bed was bad. The truck was okay. We had a little bit of wrinkling up through there, across the head of the window, but it all seemed to have worked itself out by now. We sanded it, repainted it, sanded it, repainted it, just touched up. So now we're getting ready for coat 5, and then we'll clear coat. All right, here she is back together, kind of. We're just starting. See, I got the emblem back in. We got to put the door handles back in, the whole shebang. We haven't really done any of that. Windshield, front grille, bumper lights. Well, there's the new color. Oh, blue. This light right here, a little dolly with an old high bay. You can see I'm starting to get some of the door trim back on this side. And lots of stuff to put back on. It took us a couple hours to take it off. A couple hours to put it back on. And then a really thorough detailing. So that's what we got. We should have it back together here in a couple hours.